Mm-hmm.
And once you figure that out, you're like, I'm never going back, baby. This is so heavy. I forgot how heavy this.
This feels great. I'm gonna fly away. This is cool. Those strings are so light.
So I forgot. I forgot that we switched. I was like, why is nothing coming out?
That's cool.
Those are 8.5s.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. You want to hear my dumb thought about 8.5s? They feel like in the middle between 8 and 9s. They skew a little bit more 8s though. Oh God! Anyway. I keep turning you down. I keep turning you down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ibanez is used for country, right?
That's the thing about that guitar.
It has the sound. It's got that spankiness to it.
That's a combination of the light strings and then every imaginable pickup configuration you can.
Yeah, this is cool.
You could do single. So put the other one down towards the ground.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it acts like a normal 5-way switch. So it's like neck humbucker, middle 2, all 4, outer 2, bridge humbucker. forget that it has the extra switch sometimes, though.
This one?
Yeah, which kind of, they don't call it a single coil switch. They call it like a super duper switch or something. So after they named that thing like the Phoenician alphabet. No, I got it. After they name it, read the model number off the back of the headstock. Exactly.
Oh?
My dyslexia won't let me say it in full.
No.
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 There's too much. So is that this one?
Yeah, I think it's the AZ42P1.
1P01.
Oh, 1P01 premium. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's got the super duper switch, which like kind of taps it. So if you go up again, in like 2 and 4, it's single coils. Yeah. And then in the middle, I think it's, I don't know.
That sounds like a bridge single coil.
But listen, the other coil I think is still on a little bit, so it's not so hummy.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's what the deal is.
Sounds good. It has the 24 frets.
It has
Dude,
24
I don't
frets,
have any
dude.
guitars with 24 frets.
You gotta get one.
I know.
So
Dude, that sounds good.
I've fallen kind of back in love with this guitar. I didn't like it when I first got it, but it sounds good.
It sounds good.
It sounds objectively good. You're making it look easy to play. It is. It is.
The 8.5s.
But I had it set up by the guys at Guitar House Wear.
Is that
That's where
Matt's,
Matt takes it all.
Matt's guy?
Yeah, that's Matt's guy. And
Shout out to Matt.
Shout out to Matt. But they put a new nut on it because it wasn't staying in tune with the old plastic
right.
nut. So this is a bone nut. And they tremolo note it. I tremolo note it.
What is that?
It's a thing you can put in the back here. I don't know. The camera's not going to see that. But it's a thing you can put in the back that just blocks the trem from floating because it's floating. And I'm not trying to have a floating bridge.
Right.
And you can float it to certain degrees. Like you can do it so that it does only dive bomb. And you can do it so that it fully floats.
Whoa.
So you could have it so that you can go drop D and still push down. I have it totally locked right now.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it was annoying to set up when I first got it, but the one thing that really blew when I got it was after like a week, the neck shifted in its pocket.
Awesome.
So the
Love that.
the E string was like off the neck, so I had to like loosen these, align it, and then like do it again. And you're looking at it like this kind of like upside down, pushing on it and trying to like screw it back in like with the angle. So that wasn't ideal. And then I got it when my other Strat was getting worked on. I played this for a bunch of shows at Shadowbox, and I was like, this is super light, super well balanced, super easy to play, sounds good. And I'm still just like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's got a nice flat radius.
Yeah.
It's got a flat back of the neck. Goto locking tuners. I do think this should be standard on every guitar. The light up.
Yeah, dude. I don't have that. And like, since seeing yours and just playing on a dark stage enough. Also, cut that.
Yeah. Cut that.
But yeah, the number of times that like you're starting the song in the dark.
The number of times you start a song in the dark and you're just like,
yeah,
like squinting.
I don't know.
Sometimes I'm feeling I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. But I did that wrong. I went 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on the 5th fret. Whoops.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guitar does sound good. I've kind of fallen back in love with it. It's got stainless steel frets, flat radius. Now it's got 9.5s on it. New nut helps it stay in tune pretty good.
That's awesome.
A good nut will solve a lot of problems.
Oh, yeah. That's key.
That's key. It's a good nut. Boned nut.
Actually, yeah, they put a new nut on this one, and it helped a ton.
This is a little bit narrower than the Gibson pole, right? So this is a little bit straighter, even if it's still angled.
Yeah, yep.
I bet that helps a lot. Also, you go top wrap.
I do, yeah. I at first I didn't, and then when we did this up on a Queen show, that's what Jimmy Page would do.
That's
so I was
what
like,
Jimmy Page would do.
I'm gonna try it, and it immediately made the strings feel a lot lighter.
Really?
Uh-huh.
When you don't top wrap one of those things, do you ever find the string hitting like the back of the bridge in a weird way? Like it rests
I don't remember.
on like 2
I know what
spots?
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really tell if they are right now.
I don't think they are. It looks pretty straight.
I think they are.
Oh, by the way, I forgot that when you get a black guitar, if you touch it, it just leaves fingerprints. I forgot that bothered me.
That would bother me too.
It bothers my obsessive compulsive disorder really bad. I forgot. I was like, black, can't get dirt on it. Because, like, when we play the shows, you get sweaty.
Oh, yeah.
It gets shitty looking.
Yeah, the fingerprints would drive me nuts.
It does drive me nuts. I've thought about taking, like, a Brillo pad to it to try to make it, like, a little bit more matte. But
I haven't actually done that. Like, even with the necks, like what I was saying earlier, like, I just can't. I've never actually, like, taken sandpaper
to a neck?
To a neck.
Oh, really?
Which, with that 335, that Epiphone one that I have, I want to.
I have really high grade, like high number.
Yeah.
Like
for
3,000 stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could just. I think this is like maybe not real, but I feel like human gunk will like re-gloss a neck if it's painted.
Yeah.
Like if you play it enough, it's gonna feel
it'll wear it down.
glossy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is not finished.
Huh.
I think this is roasted or like faux roasted maple, unfinished.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's pretty
I
stable
feel like
now.
the way that you're, like, the feelings you have towards that guitar are similar. I don't have a PRS, but I feel like a lot of people that I know that have PRSs have similar feelings.
Like, they kind of hate it.
Yeah, where it's
but
like
they won't play
this
for
can
like 2
do
months.
everything I want it to do. It plays great. It sounds great.
1 star.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, and I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Because, like, this guitar, I love it, but I can only do it's only the 3-way pickup switch. There's no coil tapping or, like, push-pull or anything. It's just
Don't really need it.
standard. And so then I look at a PRS, and I'm like, I would love that guitar because it has so much that I could do. I know that it has, like...
Gables of ghosts. Sorry, I forgot. This house is incredibly haunted.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's interesting.
This also still has the tone knob hooked up, which I usually cut out, and I don't know why I didn't tell them to cut the tone knob out.
Oh, interesting.
But it just rolls so smooth that sometimes it'll roll smooth down in my
that happened to me whenever I was just playing it a minute ago. I didn't touch that tone knob, or didn't intend to, and it rolled off like halfway.
And it does sound like the guitar's mouth is closed.
Yeah.
Right?
It sounds good, though.
It does sound good.
It's got those dunks in it.
It does have those dunks in it, which, if you tap your covered pickups, does it always like make a noise? Kinda, right?
Sorta.
Have you ever taken the cover off a pickup?
No, I
No.
kind of want to, though.
Looks good.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. This one is getting worn enough to where it, like, has this copper look going.
Like it's becoming the Statue of Liberty. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
turn
just
green.
from like the acidity in my hands, I guess. Yeah, these are dunks.
Those are dunks?
These
Oh,
are
those are
dunks.
aftermarket?
No,
They
it
just
came
came
with
with
them. Yeah,
those?
they're 59s.
Shout out The Heritage.
Yeah.
They are. Midwestern.
That's what Matt uses.
That's
so
what Matt uses.
enough
Shout out
said. Yeah.
Yeah. So, did Matt tell you the time somebody was going to sell him a guitar? Somebody was going to sell him a Heritage, let him borrow it. Matt was like, "I love this guitar. How much?" And the guy was like, "Nah."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was like,
He was like,
backed
"Yeah,
out of it.
I'm not playing it. I'm not using it. You can try it out, but you still can't have it." Like he just like denied him at the last minute.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. That guitar has a fat neck.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit fatter than what I would go for, personally. But I like the way it plays.
I like the way it sounds.
Yeah, I love the way it sounds. Yeah, I wish the neck was a little bit thinner. It's got that like C-shaped, like late 50s style baseball bat kind of a neck. I don't know.
I wouldn't know, though. You know what I mean? Like, I know there are people that know what a 59 neck feels like and know what a 42 neck feels
Yeah,
like.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't know what a 1945 neck feels like.
Yeah, I have no idea.
If the shape is completely different, like, because this has a flatter back, so you can rest your thumb and do, like, the...
Oh.
Like, you can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, with your thumb, like, resting on the middle of the back. I guess that's... It doesn't... But it feels a little like there's space here when you're, like, doing, like, douche bends.
What's your thoughts on scalloped necks?
Never tried one.
I have.
Do you like it?
No.
No?
No, it was really weird. I played a gem, and
It's only like these are scalloped.
yeah, it was like the top frets were scalloped, and it felt weird. Also, there was a guy who came in with an Ingve Strat
I would like to try one.
that had scalloped necks,
But-
or scalloped frets,
Yeah.
and it just felt bizarre. I was like, is this a sitar or a guitar?
I can kind of understand doing it for the last 4 frets because, like, my finger is much wider than the fret.
Right.
So if I'm going like, I feel like I would like to be able to like reach down almost in.
Yeah, kind of get more of a grip on the string. That's fair. That makes sense.
But it's not until like we get to 12 that my finger is the same size
Right.
as the fret. My big fat fingers.
Yeah, the scalloped frets, they felt weird. And maybe it was just that I wasn't used to it. But yeah, when it was like lower strings, I'm like, this feels strange.
The finish on a maple neck sometimes feels like really sticky. You know what I mean? So like you can kind of feel your finger scraping that wood.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe that. These frets are tall as hell, so it's kind of the same effect.
Huh.
I think these are jumbo stainless steel modern metal boy frets.
I don't know what these are.
Probably normal. Have you had them worked? Have the frets been worked on? Like leveled at all? No?
I think when Matt's guy looked at it, he may have leveled the frets a bit.
You can see some of the glue that they put under the frets like leaking out on the neck. Like there's a couple spots like here you can see some super glue. This for $1,000 guitar, this has like a dent in it in the neck, like right there at the 23rd fret.
Huh.
I don't think I put that there. I mean, there's a chance I put that there, but I don't think I did. Like it's just got some like problems on the neck that I just thought were like annoying.
Interesting.
The fretwork is pretty good. It's pretty level. But
My Strat needs a refret. But I've also had that guitar for 20 years.
I got a guitar refretted for the first time.
Really?
Ibanez musician.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's what you were waiting on.
Yeah, I didn't know that a refret was like hundreds of dollars.
That's
I thought
what
a refret was like $200.
That's what I'm torn with, because like my Strat, it's a Maxi Strat, so it was like $700.
It might be cheaper to just buy a new neck.
Right, yeah, that's exactly what Matt said.
Buy like a roasted maple. Oh wait, does that have the red headset? That is cool.
It has the matching headstock. I'm like,
headstock.
I don't know. I might just get a new guitar.
Matching headstock's pretty cool, dude.
I love matching
it
headstocks.
looks good. But matching headstocks. I don't have like strong opinions about fret sizes. I like kind of bigger frets. I think.
I have no idea.
I think I like bigger frets.
I've never thought about it.
And that's bigger. The reverends are slightly larger.
Huh.
And they feel pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever thought about fret size.
I didn't until I got it refretted, and they were like, "What size frets do you want?" And I was like, "Put the best frets on the goddamn guitar." I was like, "Yeah, definitely the preferred size, whatever the best size is."
Yeah, whatever you recommend.
And they were like, "We'll just put what we think was on it in the 80s." So they put like jumbo frets on.
Huh.
But I didn't go stainless steel because I don't know. It just didn't feel right.
I don't know what's on this.
It just felt too modern. And that guitar is...
This guitar definitely does not feel modern. It feels like a vintage guitar.
It feels like the neck is fat because they hadn't figured out truss rods all the way yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an upright bass doesn't have a truss rod because the neck is like this size.
Yeah.
Right? So like...
Yeah, that's how a cello is too.
Why do we have truss rods? Do we even need them anymore?
I don't know, actually.
Also, put the truss rod wheel here.
That my Wolfgang has that.
Put the truss rod
love that.
wheel
I know
here.
Ernie Ball guitars do that, where they have the wheel. Actually, I could be wrong about this, but I think Eddie Van Halen was the one who started that with the PV Wolf, or
Saint
with the PV
Eddie,
Wolfgang.
dude.
Yeah, Saint Eddie.
Saint Eddie.
And he, it's awesome. It's just like a little wheel. You just turn it with an Allen wrench.
You put a stick in it and you can turn it. That's smart. That's old school. This is old school. That's
old school.
I literally don't have one. If you do like the Fender where it's like kind of like under, and you have to like stick that weird contraption in there. Have you seen that? Yeah, Fender, like, it's exposed down here.
Is that like on tellies?
I don't know who does. I just know that it's like four notches, and you get underneath it there. But you can't just like stick a tool in and crank it one way or the other. You have to get like a specific tool. Yeah.
Annoying.
Oh, that's Guitar Illuminati.
That is absolutely
Absolutely Guitar Illuminati. And we're fighting them. We're putting ourselves out there.
Yeah, we're taking a stand against the Guitar Illuminati.
I'm scared what's going to happen to us, but I think we'll be all right.
Hopefully, we're innovating.
It feels like taking on the CIA. We just want guitar companies to do good work.
Yeah, and make it, like, don't make it unnecessarily inconvenient.
Don't make it unnecessarily inconvenient.
Like, put a backplate on a 335.
Put a backplate on a 335.
How hard would that be?
Put the wheel right here. All the time.
Especially
always.
with a 335. It's not fully hollow.
It's not. It's got a block.
Solid all the way down the middle. Like,
this, would it be that much weaker to put a backplate on it? Like, structurally, would it ruin it? I
can't imagine that it would.
Even if it's little, even if it's like this.
I
don't know.
I just can't imagine that, like, putting a plate behind where the knobs are, on even if it is a hollow side of the guitar.
Can't matter that much.
I can't imagine that it matters that much. Or just do like this and then just have it like it routed so that there's like solid wood around that section.
I think you might have made your first million.
You know what I mean?
Like if somebody's listening.
Gibson.
Epiphone. It's not Gibson. They've never listened.
Yeah, they won't listen.
They're not listening now. You don't own any Gibsons.
No, I had that one SG.
I had that one SG too.
Tossed it. Yeah.
Both of us tossed SGs.
Yeah.
Because they are shitty guitars.
To some guy on Craigslist.
I sold mine back to Music Around.
Really?
I just was in such a snit. I was like, Get it out of my life.
Do we have any more Guitar Illuminati stuff?
No.
I can't think of any.
I can't think of any. That's the semi-hollows being impossible to work on is like one
That
of the
is
biggest
top of my Guitar Illuminati list.
Yeah. Them not every guitar having an exposed truss rod.
Yeah,
I understand on some guitars like it might look a little out of place.
Sure.
But if it's not going to look out of place, do it.
Any modern guitar should.
Do you think somebody has a patent on that?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Does Fender have a patent on that?
Ernie Ball might.
That seems like the kind of thing you can't quite patent on a guitar.
I don't know, because, yeah, so Eddie Van Halen, he was with Peavey.
Who might be owned by Fender?
Well, now the EVH stuff is owned by Fender. Because he went to, he was with Peavey, and then he went to Ernie Ball, and then started his own line, and then Fender bought the line.
As you should. Like, they buy out your competitors.
Right.
That's what they do. Yeah, I got nothing, man. I just like tones. I just like sick tones, and I just like shredding. Sick. Sick. Subscribe.
Hell yeah.